somebody's perplexed. Something has not been focused on. Something has not been concentrated on. And it's because that hasn't been dealt with that nobody trusts anything that you're saying. And you have to eat a little crow. Hopefully not literally. But there is a sense of because somebody was contentious towards you, or you haven't talked about something that you needed to talk about a situation that bothered you or hurt you, it hasn't been dealt with. And that's why there's this real contention is coming at you. It's almost like somebody's got something to say that's really important to them, but they won't say it, so they're talking shit they're bratty, they're bitchy, they're fucking because something inside is hurting them. This is like a pebble in their fucking shoe. This is like the princess and the pea. Something is off, something is bothering them. They know what it is, but they haven't brought it to the surface, they haven't talked about it. And that's why everything is contentious. And this is especially going to come through for your partnerships. Everything is contentious now because of this fucking thing that has not been dealt with. And on some level, you must know it. If it's coming from you, you absolutely know it. And there's the secret. Secret to your success this week, Pisces, is you have to confront that. You have to stop being passive aggressive about shit and just fucking say, you hurt me, this fucked me up, and I am not over it. Like, let it out. Deal with the actual pain. Because there's toxins here, and now this cards mean something else. You washed away or escaped. You escaped dealing with this suffering. You were defensive against it. You didn't want it. And now the snake is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you didn't deal with it when it was small enough to cut the head off. And now it's like a 3-headed dragon. That you're trying to still deny is not, you're like, lock it away in the castle, don't let anybody go near the castle. And it's like, but come on, man, we're going to need to use the castle. What's in the castle that we can't, this dragon that I haven't slayed, this dragon that I haven't dealt with in all this time. That's the secret. I will tell you the secret to dealing with all this fucking craziness is you have to deal with that inside of yourself or with your spouse or your partner. Because this has got everything to do with healing these partnership issues, with healing this contention, and all the weight that's been built up on it is coming out in nitpicky bullshit ways. That's Mercury in Virgo. It's all coming out in nitpicky, somebody's nitpicking, they're tearing apart or picking apart everything you fucking do. Why? Because they're still angry about this one fucking thing that they never talked to you about. This is it. This is the reason. And you need to know this. Two of Pentacles is there's a shift, there's a change. Somebody's been trying to make the best. That's the thing. It wasn't intentional. Somebody was trying to make the best of everything. They were trying to do what was right. They were trying to make the best of things. But ultimately they didn't deal. Making the best of it eventually led to escaping it and ignoring it. Yep. I'll tell you, when this card comes out, it's telling me you're right on the money, Michelle. Absolutely. And now it's stuck and it hasn't moved. It has come to an impasse, and that is why you're going to keep juggling. You never feel it's balanced. It's not balanced. It's always going to be imbalanced until you fucking talk about it, until it comes out, until you say something. I feel like you know already, but at least you know something's there. And so maybe a good thing this week is to put your mind to just try to dig into what's going on. Like, try to figure it out. It's not a good week for you guys to figure it out, though. I think you already know. This is what's destabilizing you. This thing that has not been talked about, or this thing that has been shelved, that everybody's keeps trying to ignore. Well, it's coming to the front and center. How does this energy impact Pisces' career? We have Queen of Pentacles here. That means giving everything away. putting everything, you put everything into, you put your very last dime into something so that you could be a success, so that you could be a star, maybe publicity or something that would bring attention to yourself, or you've been putting maybe not money, but all your resources into this creative energy, this creative project, being seen. Maybe it's marketing. Queen of Cups is here. It means a lot to you. You still intended to continue to keep doing it. You have Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands, which means there's a lot of love and passion for what you do. You have 3 queens in your career. These are 3 queens. These could be 3 very powerful women, or 3 very powerful essences of self. A sense of you have really put your all into something in terms of your career. You have completely put your whole self in. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. The only thing that's here is not Queen of Swords. And why? Because everything that you expect is getting in your way. Your expectations. It's like, I feel like you put too much into whatever project you're working on. And that too much is what you're setting your expectations on, which is why you're pissed. There is something delusional from day fucking 1 here. This sense that if I overwork myself and throw my whole self into this, then now I'm going to be a millionaire. What's off is the expectations. The expectations. That's what's gotten in the way. And the fact that there's only 1 queen missing, and that's the Queen of Swords, your brain being right. Your heart's in the right place. Your priorities are in the right place. Your drive is in the right place. You have an energy level, but it's the brain that's veering you off when it comes to. So maybe ask somebody else. Don't try to do this by yourself. You won't be able to figure it out. Clarity will not come for you this week. 10 of Pentacles is here. Partnership. Have you been trying to do it alone? When it comes to your career, if you've been trying to do it alone, that's why you've been feeling so cut off. Or you've been feeling so unrewarded, because it's just all you, all the time, all giving, no receiving. You have stopped yourself from receiving. Not intentionally, but you've blocked it. Anytime that somebody asked you, could I help you? Do you want any help? No, I got this myself. And people are feeling underappreciated. They're feeling like you don't respect them, or you don't respect their value. And I know that you're not intending that, but that's how it's coming off, and that's what's getting in the way of the abundance of what really wants to come out of this project. Because this project or whatever you're working on, it's exceptional energy, and it's really good for you, but your drive to go it alone and make it all about you is isolating you. It's isolating you. Or you work in a company where the person who was about to give you a raise was fired. And it's like they left with all the information right before your big breakthrough. They left with all the information that would help you rise too. So it was almost like it knocked you back down to ground zero. So frustration when it comes to a great deal of frustration when it comes to career. This partnership is essential for your career, for the future of your career. And there is a great deal of bounty and wealth coming to you. Get through this week. Get through this week. But what do you mean by this? It's partnership. Your greatest benefit right now would be paying attention not to your work, not to your job, not to your career, but to your family and your home life. That's the best idea you could have right now. Let's go and see, Pisces, when it comes to... That's what it needs. I think you've been working so hard that you don't have any work-life balance. And this is about admitting that to yourself and recalibrating. What about love? How is this energy impacting Pisces in love? Love, this is family too, yes. Sex and romance, we're going to go into specifically later. The universe and the Three of Swords is here. You're not happy about the way things turned out. You're not happy about the changes that have been happening. If there was a new chapter or a new start that you just started with somebody that you took back or you got back together again, it's breaking your heart. And I think the foundation of that is comparison too. The expectation of what was, or that you guys got back together. And I said this, I'll say this again. You guys got back together. It's always a bad idea to go back with an ex, to get back with somebody that you have not taken enough time to grow away from, to grow and learn your shit and become different people and experience different things and then come back together more mature. I don't think you left yourself enough time, and that's why everything that you were hoping for this new beginning is shit. And because there's still heartbreak on you. You didn't ever deal with what made you two break up to begin with. And that is coming up. It's coming back around. That's what's causing the upset. That's why there's so much anger and irritation coming out in little shitty ways. The truth is that it never was dealt with. Prince of Swords is an actionable energy. Five of Wands is you thought that you had put this in your past. You thought that you had confronted all of this. You thought that it was all done. It's not. It's still hurting somebody because you never talked about it. You have to talk about it. That's the only way. King of Swords, yep. Be straightforward. Be fair. Be fair. There could have been some contention with other people. Maybe you thought, we'll see other people, or there's some sort of like you, I don't know, like you thought you had taken care of this. Now it's about really confronting it, logically, objectively, to be fair. It's not about just one person going in there and slaying all the dragons. You guys had to slay the dragons together. I feel like someone that you love, you felt like you did everything to repair it and they didn't do anything at all, or they didn't do anywhere near enough. Money. How does this impact Pisces money? Virgo, be very responsible with your money. Be very slow and steady with it. Be very cautious and economic with it. That's what it is. Eight of Pentacles, keep nurturing it. Keep cultivating it. It's about growing it now. It's not about necessarily receiving it. Finances. This is the time to work on money and work out all the kinks in the tiny fucking details. Work on the details. That'll actually help cultivate a great deal of money. So this week is about setting yourself up for financial success. It's not about reaping the financial success. It's about setting yourself up for financial success by digging into the details of things, by dealing with the irritating particulars of things. But this must get done, and if it does get done, it'll actually yield something very beautiful financially. This was big. Romance. Romance energy, please, for Pisces. Romance, sex. What should Pisces know about how to deal with the energy this week in their romance life? Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. This week, it's going to be very, very difficult to see the sunshine through the rain, to see the blessings in the curses. You're going to feel like this is the most unlucky week. I'm just going to tell you, this is going to be a difficult... I told you that from the beginning, though, right? Because Mercury is in your 7th house. Romance, very difficult week for romance. If you don't have a very strong relationship, I can tell you right now, you ain't making it. You ain't making it. But see, this is the thing. I do think you're going to make it. I think most of you are going to finally okay, we got to talk about this. Because enough of this petty bullshit. It's but what this is saying is the difficulties in your relationship or in you regarding relationships, they're front and center. That's what you'll be confronting this week. Honestly, I'm going to take it back. I don't think you're going to break up. but you're going to be forced to confront. Maybe you are going to break up, because love endures is in reverse. But it all really depends on if you can just, like how you can weather the storm. Because the storm is fucking coming, Pisces. And the more you try to pretend like it doesn't exist, the worse off it gets. But the truth is this: the shit's about to hit the fan when it comes to relationships. Love does not endure. Like, it's almost like something is happening here in terms of romance where it cannot handle or weather all of these bad things coming at it at once. Now, it could be that it's not even just within the relationship, it's everything external driving you fucking nuts. And that's going to compromise your relationship and put it at real risk. Yeah, this is the end of one chapter, beginning of another. And then karma. The wheel's about to turn. It's almost like it's already been written, it's already been decided, so there's really not much you can do about it. This relationship is either going to be over or it's not. You know, there's just this sense of, do you guys really belong together? Because if you got back together and you don't belong together, it's over, it's done. But karma here, it's almost saying that whatever happens with your relationships, or even getting out of this relationship, is probably the best thing that could happen to you, because it's going to give you the strength to be able to move forward in your career or in your life or in this life that you care about and want. But there's definitely a shift in priorities here. Definitely a shift, a change in what your trajectory is or what you thought was going to happen to you. This isn't bad. And for most of you, I do think that you could still weather the storm. But the storm itself is going to be just like in your face, about not feeling supported, about feeling like somebody did not hold you up when you needed them the fucking most, or that's how they're going to feel about you, that you just do not support them, and everything that they do, you don't equal, you haven't given as much. This, like, once you confront that, the storm could absolutely clear. Or this was a karmic partnership. This partner was put into your life to change you, not to be with you forever, and you're finally going to recognize that. You're finally going to realize that this was not, why am I trying to make a lesson that God sent me into forever? It isn't forever. It was to prepare me for my forever. Let me know in the comments below, because you know I love to know. I love you guys. This is a powerful week. I know you can get through this. The one thing that may not be able to weather the storm in this craziness, family will weather the storm, career will weather the storm, finances will actually do the best through this. The storm will be good for them. It could be romance, that it's really just gonna fucking buckle. Let me know in the comments below. I love you guys. Please consider joining the Unbound membership over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. But thank you for being here. Feel free to leave comments. I will be reading and responding. I love you guys. Bye.